Right now, live at 5, the trial for a Duluth police officer who is accused of shooting an unarmed man through a door is underway as opening statements begin. Plus, the next time you hop on a plane, train, or in an automobile, you won't have to mask up. And later,
I'm standing on a frozen lake with 26 inches of ice beneath me. How the lingering winter weather may affect this year's fishing opener. What you need to know.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
That is Duluth police officer Tyler Liebfried walking into the courtroom on day one of his criminal trial. The 5-year veteran charged after shooting an unarmed man through a closed door. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Briggs LaSavage.
And I'm Kristen Bakke. The jury is seated and opening statements just wrapped up a little over an hour ago.
Our reporter Quinn Gorham was in the courtroom for us all day. He joins us now in studio to break down both sides' roadmaps for their case. Quinn?
Well, Briggs, prosecutors' main argument, Liebfried made a choice, and that choice was the wrong one. They framed his decision as a split-second reaction that resulted in an unarmed man being injured. After 20 minutes, the defense took the floor. They argued Liebfried's quick decision was justified, saying he felt his life was in danger. This all stems from a September 2020 incident captured on body camera. Liebfried and another officer responded to a potential domestic call in a downtown Duluth apartment building involving a man named Jared File. The officers heard a loud bang on File's door and told authorities they thought shots had been fired. Over the next 16 seconds, Liebfried shot at the door 6 times, hitting File. File was taken to the hospital with a bullet lodged in his shoulder, but he did survive. The domestic call was unfounded. Now, Liebfried originally faced 2 charges. In March of 2021, he pleaded not guilty to intentionally discharging a weapon, endangering safety. But last week, a judge dismissed the second charge against him, recklessly discharging a firearm within city limits. Now it's up to potential jurors to hear both sides' arguments and eventually weigh potential evidence. Both sides vetted the field for about 3 hours today. The defense asked about their opinions on police and personal experiences with domestic violence, 911 calls, and gun ownership. The state asking mostly about their ability to be unbiased. In the end, both sides settled on 14 jurors, 2 of which are alternates. 8 of those are men and 6 are women. We're expecting to hear more on our first testimony tomorrow. The prosecution's witness list includes 5 members of the Minnesota BCA, 15 members of the DPD, including Chief Mike Tuskin, as well as Jared File, the man who was shot. The defense plans to call 2 SWAT team members, an investigator they hired, and Liebfried himself, who's expected to testify later this week. I'll be in the courtroom all throughout that trial and have updates each night at 5, 6, and 10.
And Quinn, what about Liebfried's employment with the DPD? Is he still working there?
Well, he was originally put on leave right after the incident happened. Now, city officials told us today Liebfried is still on leave indefinitely, but still employed by the DPD. If convicted, he faces a maximum sentence of 3.5 years in prison.
All right.
Briggs,
That's our Quinn Gorham in the newsroom. Thanks, Quinn.
A developing story at this hour. Rescue crews are on scene as a car hangs from a divider on Mesaba Avenue. That's happening not far from Duluth Bethel, which is on West 1st Street. Early reports show the car somehow rolled backwards. We don't know much right now, including if anyone is hurt or if it happened in the north or southbound lanes. Our crew's on scene trying to learn more, and we'll bring them to you as soon as those details come in. You might want to plan a different route, as it appears traffic might be backing up in that area, but we'll bring you those details as we learn more from authorities. Some travelers are breathing a sigh of relief and tossing their masks to the wind. Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport will no longer require travelers to wear masks. That announcement came Monday. A federal judge in Florida struck down the existing mandate. They called requiring masks on public transportation unlawful. The TSA also took away its own enforcement. Face masks will now be optional. And in Duluth, DLH's executive director Tom Werner issued a statement today. He says the airport has enforced mitigation measures that promote public health since the start of the pandemic. He added, while masks are no longer required, anyone who chooses to wear one is welcome to do so. The The Duluth Transit Authority also said masks are no longer required aboard public buses or at DTA facilities.
Dave joins us now for a look at the weather. Dave, a lot of us enjoying the reprieve from the snow, a little bit of sun today even.
Gorgeous day today, and it's hard to fathom that by tomorrow morning.
Oh, no.
It's going to be cloudy.
So soon.
And more snow is likely for Minnesotans and rain, a good soaker perhaps for Wisconsin and Michigan. So we have alerts to talk about. In Minnesota, inland parts of the Arrowhead, northern St. Louis County and Lake County, winter weather advisory for folks there, but not southern St. Louis County or the Twin Ports. Winter storm warning in effect for southern parts of Cook County. That's, of course, where snow will be heaviest. We'll call it heavy there. Moderate for our friends in inland St. Louis and for all of Lake counties there. And again, rain expected tomorrow for the rest of us as yet another low pressure system rolls its way out of the Rocky Mountains across the plains and towards our region. High pressure and sunshine today, fading away, migrating to the east. That low to the west brings a 90 to 100% chance for this precip on Wednesday, perhaps starting around 7 o'clock in the morning and maybe ending around 7 p.m. So our short-term forecast says tonight, clouds on the increase. Tomorrow from those clouds, 100% chance for rain and snow. 40 for the high, about 11 degrees cooler than normal. Maybe by the weekend we could beat normal finally. That means the 50s. Wow, that's been a while. I'll talk about the odds of that coming up in just a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Minnesota's governor spent the day discussing how to prevent the spread of bird flu across the state. Governor Tim Walz joined other lawmakers and experts for a roundtable in Willmar. The group discussed ways to control and contain that highly contagious disease among birds. Walz said the outbreak is affecting more than 2 million birds right now. He said it's spreading through wild birds and popping up in different parts of the state.
We're hopeful for a little bit of warm weather coming over the weekend. At least the experts tell us that will be helpful in slowing the spread. But I think the public needs to know is there is no risk to public health in this. There's no risk of this entering into the food supply.
At this point, we have not had any confirmed cases of bird flu in our region. Right now, officials are asking people to keep their bird feeders down a bit longer to help prevent the spread.
The Pentagon estimates Russia has sent 11 additional battalion tactical groups into eastern Ukraine.
That would equate to more than 8,000 to 11,000 more soldiers. This comes as the Kremlin confirms it has started a spring offensive to capture control of eastern Ukraine.
Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
The next phase of Russia's war on Ukraine is underway as Russia began assaulting the east early Tuesday with more than 1,200 missile and rocket strikes.
Now the war has changed because now the Russians have prioritized the Donbass area, and that's a whole different level of fighting, a whole different type of fighting.
Defense officials believe the larger ground battle is still to come.
The intense concentration of forces and firepower makes this battle inevitably more violent, bloody, and destructive.
Russia's goal is to capture the Donbass region, where fighting has been underway for 8 years, as well as the besieged city of Mariupol. Ukrainian fighters have been pushed back to a steel factory in the port city. Russia says it will enact a ceasefire to allow the soldiers to leave, but the Ukrainians are still fighting. The latest round of U.S. defense assistance for Ukraine, including the howitzer artillery, has already begun to arrive in the region, with training for Ukrainian forces expected in the coming days.
Will you be sending more artillery to Ukraine?
Yes. President Biden spoke with allies Tuesday morning about next steps, including continued security assistance. Following the call, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz announced his country will send a new round of support to Ukraine, including anti-tank weapons. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The U.S. is working on a new round of economic sanctions, which could come this week.
Still to come on Live at 5, a northern Minnesota ATV club is looking for help finishing up a bridge project before the spring season arrives. How you can help, coming up.
With Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Don't worry, help is on the way.
With any of Life Alert's 3 emergency systems, help can be summoned immediately, and batteries never need charging.
I was having a stroke, and I was scared to death. If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Life Alert is a lifesaver.
My husband is alive because of Life Alert.
Life Alert is the lifesaver to keep me out of assisted living.
Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-344-6363. That's 1-800-344-6363. Call now. 1-800-344-6363.
When building, you hire a team of specialists to ensure your house turns out exactly as you imagined. Major financial transitions like retirement deserve the same level of care and craftsmanship. At MPPL Financial, we assemble a diverse team of experts to develop a plan to ensure you only have to retire once. Call today for your free second opinion consultation so your retirement turns out exactly as you imagined. MPPL Financial. Answers to the most important questions of your life.
So here's what we won't do. We won't let self-doubt win again. Because together,
Come on, Riley, let's go.
we're working on something more real.
Elbows in.
With a real plan and coach for real 360 support. That's Anytime Fitness. That's Real AF.
When it comes to sports, there's one guy who's dunking on the competition. For all your local sports, Duncan Goldberg. Evenings on Live Local CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News, live at 5. Here's a live look from Tofty, Minnesota tonight. The sun is still shining up the shore, but that next messy system is unfortunately on its way. Dave will have more on the weather alerts already issued for parts of the North Shore in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region.
Fundraisers for Ukrainian refugees in Wisconsin and street safety in Evelyn. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start off in Ely tonight, where a local ATV club is looking for volunteers on a construction project. The Prospector Loop ATV trail system had a new bridge built over Beaver River this winter, but it still needs the side rails. Club members started putting up railing Monday and hope to have the bridge, all 2,000 feet of it, done by May 1st. The Alliance will have plenty of tools on hand. They just need workers who are willing to help put it together. The project will be weather dependent, of course, and we'll have contact information for how you can volunteer on our website. And next we head to Ashland, where they're raising money to help those in Ukraine. The United Methodist Churches of the Ashland area are hosting the benefit dinner this Saturday. Dinner will be held at the Bohemian Hall starting at 3 p.m. Donations are encouraged. And if you're closer to Superior, they will be hosting a benefit to help those in Ukraine, too. On April 28th, Pilgrim Lutheran Church will be hosting a bingo night and chili feed. The night begins at 6 p.m. with a chili from Superior Small Batch. Mayor Jim Payne will be the bingo caller. Tickets can be reserved or purchased at the door for $25 per adult. Proof of vaccination will also be checked at the door, and masks are optional. And we wrap up in Evelyn tonight, where they're talking safety. MnDOT is hosting an open house this Thursday to discuss updates on proposed safety improvements to intersections along Highway 53. The crossings being studied are at Hat Trick Avenue, Progress Parkway, and Bourgeon Road. The open house will be in person at the St. Louis County Public Works Building in Virginia or virtually via Zoom. They'll have maps of proposed solutions and a Q&A session available after the presentation. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, less than a month to fishing opener in Minnesota, and yet many lakes are still seeing people ice fishing. What lingering winter conditions could mean for opening day.
Yeah, flashback to around 2013 when we had the year without the fishing opener. That was 2 years in a row it was that cold. Well, this year is almost as cool. Today, for example, high temp 39 is 12 degrees cooler than normal. But we could go towards normal for the weekend, along with the chance of rain. There's always a price for something, isn't there? Well, we'll show you the shopping list for what kind of weather's coming our way for the next 7 days right after our break.
Stay connected to live local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
A Ford built for you, by you. Get yours, built from the ground up with your choice of colors, wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want a head-up display and Escape, 7 GOAT modes in Bronco Sport, or best in its class gas torque and Ranger? You got it. And now an additional $1,500 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Your Northland Ford dealers thank you for making Ford the best-selling brand in the Twin Cities region.
As a person with a disability who values living independently and being safe, let's keep each other safe, Minnesota.
People with disabilities and people feeling the effects of aging. Roll up your sleeves and stay safe. Sign up today for Minnesota's Vaccine Connector program. Join the millions of people who have safely received a COVID-19 vaccine. It's the best thing you can do to support our local businesses and safely return to a more normal lifestyle. For further assistance, contact your COVID community coordinator at Access North.
At UCare, we've been all around Minnesota, and some of the people we meet are looking into Medicare options for the first time. Well, UCare Medicare Advantage plans are a great place to start. Most plans include Part D prescription drug coverage, come with a lot of extras, and are now 5-star rated based on member experience and satisfaction. And not to toot our own horns, bells, but we're good at simplifying Medicare if you're ever feeling stuck. UCare, people-powered health plans.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
I'm standing on a frozen lake with 26 inches of ice beneath me. How the lingering winter weather may affect this year's fishing opener.
It's hard to believe all this sunshine disappears tomorrow and turns to snow.
Tonight at 6 on CBS 3.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Speaking of cold, our friends in International Falls this morning set a fresh record. Let's go into the temperatures. Dropped the number to 8 above this morning. Fresh record. The old one of 15 is now by the wayside. The rest of inland Minnesota was a little bit brisk, all right. Mid to upper teens there. Closer to the lake, a little bit warmer. Low to mid 20s and even upper 20s for our friends on Park Point and towards Waters Meet. Well, that's still a little cooler than normal, but normal may return by, I'm thinking Saturday. We could go into the mid-50s at least for a day, and maybe not that much longer before temperatures cool down once again. We'll talk about that and our chance for snow tomorrow after this quick look at our current conditions. Duluth International, beautiful sunny sky, temperature of 39 degrees. Well, you can forgive it a little bit with the sunshine out there. East-southeasterly winds running 11 miles per hour, and our relative humidity is a little bit low at 43%. Current temperatures away from the lake, well, we're in the low 40s, so for a lot of towns like International Falls, we're only 10 or 11 degrees cooler than normal right now. Towards the North Shore and by the lake, we're only in the 30s, looking at mid-40s towards Moose Lake, and Moose Lake's reporting station is back in business today. Hopefully Silver Bay follows suit very soon. Into northern Wisconsin, we're looking at a range from the cool side in LaPointe at 34 to 44 for our friends in Hayward, and to everybody in the Upper Peninsula, at least in Gogebic County, we're looking at mid to upper 30s. So no matter where you slice it here, it is cooler than normal, and again, could stay that way until Saturday. And in between, we've got chances for rain and snow, especially tomorrow. High pressure has us right now. That's what brought the sunshine and beautiful conditions today. But that low off to the west is creeping towards us, bringing us a chance for snow and rain, depending on where you are. Well, let's zoom in right now and talk about where precipitation is already starting to pay off, and that's in western parts of Minnesota, where some towns are getting rain, marked off in the greens here on the Doppler, and the grays mean snow coming aboard, so it's a rain-snow mixed deal. But I think it'll be mostly snow for Minnesota, and then rain for Wisconsin and for the UP. And so totals could look like this. From roughly 2 harbors up to the Canadian border, inland Minnesota, 2 to 4 inches possible. Could be the thickest for our friends in Cook County, 4 to 8 there. That's why they have that winter storm warning. And then for the rest of us, a trace to an inch. And it may be more towards a trace from Ironwood to the Twin Ports and over towards Walker. By the weekend, maybe the fresh snow from tomorrow could melt away. Here goes that low pressure system then, affecting us weather-wise with rain and snow on Wednesday. Then by Thursday, high pressure takes over again, at least briefly, because by Friday, the next low brings a good chance for soaking rain for the weekend. Tonight, in Minnesota, the low temps still run about 25 to 32. Increasing clouds region-wide. Wisconsin, Michigan, low temps 26 to 32. And then for tomorrow, 90% chance for rain in Wisconsin and Michigan, highs 42 to 45. 100% chance for rain and snow in Minnesota, with highs from 36 up north to 42. Down towards Moose Lake, 44 by the lake. Extended forecast shows partial sunshine and 47 on Thursday. Then the rain begins again on Friday, but we warm up to 55 on Saturday, 50 on Sunday with some showers, then sunnier and cooler again by next Monday.
All right, thanks, Dave. Well, despite that snow we've been seeing, we are less than a month away from Minnesota's fishing opener.
Yeah, hard to believe it. This year's cold spring weather has caused concern that lakes won't actually reach ice out in time for the big day.
CBS 3's Rob Coles joins us from Lake Vermilion, where he spoke to people who rely on fishing for their livelihood.
I'm here at Pike Bay Lodge, and owner Jay Shelby says he's been getting calls from customers who booked reservations for this year's fishing opener. He says customers have been monitoring the lake by webcams mounted on the inn and are worried the lake won't be open water fishing ready by the time the opener rolls around. Shelby says he's seen ice this late in the season before, but never this thick. He says parts of Pike Bay still have 22 to 26 inches of ice covering it. Shelby says May and June are the busiest fishing months his business sees. That, added to a nearly frozen lake, is especially concerning to customers hoping to hit the water during peak season.
The problem with that is resorts, hotels, all the lodging businesses, they book continually through the whole summer. So they may not have any openings after opening weekend.
Shelby says if the ice isn't out in time for the opener, then people won't come to fish. He says that has major impacts on many area businesses, even the ones that aren't directly attached to fishing, like gas stations and restaurants. But the good news is, according to Shelby, once the ice starts breaking up, the melting process accelerates rapidly. He says they've already lost about 8 inches of ice since last week. He says it's not a guarantee, but is confident the ice will be gone in time for Minnesota's fishing opener, which is May 14th.
Thank you, Rob. Coming up at 6, we hear from a local fishing guide who says he hasn't seen this much ice this late in the season in nearly 20 years.
It's that time of the show now where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Precious Paws Humane Society in Chisholm.
Yeah, this is Sassy, and despite her name, our friends at the shelter tell us she is sweet as can be and ready to get out of the shelter. She loves snuggles and wants a place to call home. Sassy is also available for their Senior to Senior Foster program, meaning she is free to foster for anyone over 55 years old, and she looks very sweet.
Yeah, as a senior kitty to herself.
Yes.
Yeah, that would make a perfect match. Perfect. I didn't even intend on that.
Well done, Briggs.
Oh, thank you.
If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Miss Sassy, then you can call the number on your screen. Oh, she's cute.
She sure is. Still to come, skipping chores to help the environment. Details on the No Mow May movement that could be making its way to Superior next.
I've always liked video editing. When I was growing up, I made a lot of YouTube videos about hamsters, and I really love squids. I graduated from a really big high school, so coming to UWS, where it's a lot smaller, it allowed me to really find myself. More opportunities are there for me to explore and find out what I really want to do. One of my overarching dreams is to film and edit a documentary about marine biology. Yeah, I would say that I am very happy here.
It's fun to be here. I'm actually really proud of working here, and I am a part of the SR Wing Bond. When you hear of Cirrus planes, you get a little puffed up with pride that I helped build that, and you can actually recognize some of them because they're custom. Be a part of that is something really special. You never know what you're going to be able to do until you try and give it a shot.
Today, women with nighttime urinary incontinence don't have to wake up wet. Introducing the PureWick system. an innovative breakthrough system for managing female urinary incontinence at night.
Morning, Mom. Good morning. How did you sleep? Better, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay.
The PureWick system works outside the body to draw urine away, helping to keep skin dry and control odor. The PureWick system is a non-invasive option for management of moderate to severe urinary incontinence, helping to reduce the need for multiple changes at night or trips to the bathroom. Now, staying dry can be one less thing to lose sleep over.
Simply call 800-208-1498 to order now and find out why 9 out of 10 caregivers and users would recommend the PureWick system. For more information and to order, call 800-208-1498. That's 800-208-1498.
Do you listen to the TV on high volume or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from hearing aids. Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get Nano's revolutionary technology for just $297. Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable technology many customers say is superior to more expensive models. Call now and get not one, but 2 Nano hearing aids for just $297. Plus, we'll add a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely free. The CIC Recharge has a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Why keep missing out on important conversations or waste thousands of dollars? Call and get 2 CIC Recharge hearing aids for only $297 and free shipping.
800-758-1647. Again, that's 800-758-1647.
For you to learn something new every evening, we need to write something new. And that's why winning the 2021 Emmy Award for Outstanding Writing makes us smile. The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.
Get your news on the go. The CBS 3 mobile app.
To mow or not to mow? That's the question the Superior City Council will weigh tonight. No Mow May is a nationwide initiative encouraging residents not to mow their lawns during the month of May. The goal is to boost the bee and other pollinator populations. Experts say overgrown lawns give plenty of nectar and pollen options. Appleton was actually the first city in Wisconsin to adopt this policy a couple years ago. Now they, along with a growing number of other Wisconsin cities, have temporarily waived enforcement of any ordinances that require homeowners to maintain their lawns during the month of May. The Superior City Council will discuss that resolution tonight at their 6:30 meeting. We'll break down what that could mean for you and our local pollinators tonight at 10.
Grandma's Marathon is bringing its race weekend celebrations back to Bayfront. Here's a live look there, and for years, race organizers hosted live music and other entertainment in Canal Park. But last year, they moved those festivities over to Bayfront Park, largely due to pandemic regulations. Now, after positive reviews, they're making the switch more permanent. There will be live music Friday and Saturday night on race weekend, which this year is June 17th and 18th. Those free shows will feature several local bands, including Rockabilly Review, South of Superior, Big Wave Dave and the Ripples, and more. And we will be right back after the break.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Refresh your home this spring with the perfect door update from Menards. Choose from the best in-stock selection of Mastercraft doors or design your door your way with our door designer. And get free shipping to the store in approximately 7 days. Let fresh air in this spring while keeping bugs out with a durable and easy-to-install replacement screen. Get 11% off all replacement screen and Mastercraft doors now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
You had me at Allison 10-speed transmission. Premium features available on GMC Sierra Heavy Duty. Step up to GMC with 0% financing on Sierra Heavy Duty models.
Visit your Lake Country GMC dealer.
Link RV is proud to provide our customers with the largest RV service facility in northern Wisconsin. With an enormous parts and accessories department and technicians with over 100 years of combined RV service experience, we'll keep you camping all season long. Link RV, where reputation is everything.
Bath Planet has your new bathroom remodel. Your bathroom comes with a lifetime warranty and hundreds of styles and color options. Bathtubs, showers, walk-in tubs, premium wall surrounds, and accessories. All installed by our trained professionals. We're offering 50% off installation for the month of April and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Call today for an appointment tomorrow. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park. Let's take a look back at today's top story.
We were in court today as the trial of Duluth police officer Tyler Liebfried began. The jury was questioned and selected before opening statements got underway this afternoon. The officer is standing trial after firing through a closed door while responding to a potential domestic call in 2020. Liebfried has pleaded not guilty to intentionally discharging a weapon, endangering safety.
The CBS Evening News is coming up next.
We'll see you back here at 6.